Hello and welcome. I am so glad you're here. I'm Beth, a creator-based coach with CMH Coaching for Life. I'm here today to help you and those you love create a life you feel grounded and at home in. Think of a life where you feel peace, love for those around you, and in a flow with just enough challenge to keep you happy and creating something wonderful. Sounds like magic, but it's not. You can create that life every single day. You can have a life full of love, excitement, hope, and creation. Our mission at CMH Coaching is to flood the earth with light through compassion, mindfulness, and hope. And I'm going to ask a favor of you. If you like what you see and hear today, think of someone you know that would enjoy and benefit from this message. Our mission is to flood the world with compassion, mindfulness, and hope. Share this with them. But for now, this is time just for you. So settle into whatever you're doing and enjoy this time with the girls, where we create that one awesome, amazing, perfect life every one of us is seeking.
You gotta watch your thinking. Watch your thinking. Watch your thinking.
Ta-da!
We're there.
Welcome to A Creator-Based Life. We are so glad you're here. And every week you get to hear me struggle through figuring it out, but every week I'm a little bit better. So welcome. This is the weekly podcast for CMH Coaching. We empower women of faith to create the lives they love, the lives they have always wanted. And I'm here with Jaycine Bonnett, a business coach, a mom, a grandma, and an avid runner. And Jen's on business today, so she's sad, but she's not here. But I'm here. I'm Beth, a master life coach, an author, the creator of the Creator-Based Way. Create your one awesome, amazing, perfect life. And this month, we are calling the month Blessed. And this month, we are considering how to receive the blessings that are already out there in abundance. It's harvest season. We know that. But one must go pick the garden produce in order to receive it. So today we're considering two of the blocks for receiving the good that's out there in the world: judgment and conflict. I kind of want to go ba-ba-ba.
I know, right?
Right? Judgment and conflict.
Should this be the end of the month? No.
Not really. It's a Monday. So that's part of the reason we picked judgment and conflict. But this is a really cool quote to think about. Brene Brown, in The Gifts of Imperfection, wrote, "Until we can receive with an open heart, we are never really giving with an open heart." Okay, let me say it again. Until we can receive with an open heart, we are never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to giving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. To receiving help. Did I say that wrong?
Yeah.
When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. So we want to talk about judgment and conflict today, kind of couched in Brene Brown's idea that until we can receive help without judgment, or until we can give help without judgment, we really can't receive help without judgment. So it's Monday. Did something go wrong for you today? I mean, Mondays are famous for this. I have a story. If nothing went wrong for you.
I have nothing that went wrong. No.
Nothing. That's beautiful. I really have had a good day, but this is the potential for something to go horribly wrong that worked out well. Steal the ending, right? But we had a new roof put on a few weeks ago.
Right.
And we have 6 skylights in our roof.
Oh,
So the guys came out and they're these little solar tubes. They're really neat. They make the rooms really beautiful and bright. And the guys came out, they did a great job on the roof, looks beautiful, cleaned everything up, did a fantastic job. And yesterday when Troy was up on the roof adjusting the Starlink that was up there, he said, all of the solar tubes are broken. First time it rains, we're going to just have water come pouring through the holes. When they took care of the roof, they apparently just pulled out the solar panels and broke the clips.
Oh, no.
Right. That's what I'm like. Oh, great. And it's going to rain tomorrow and the next day. So So we called the guy who did the roof, and much to our delight, he said, absolutely, I'll be out tomorrow. We'll take a look. And we're anticipating having to, buy all new tube sets and all of this big work that has to go on. And it worked out much better than we anticipated. But for the moment, it was a really big something went wrong.
Right.
So when you have something like that, what happens with your day? I can tell you what happened with mine, but I'm sure it'll be more fun to hear yours. What happens in your day with a really big something just went wrong?
Oh man, girls on Facebook Live, what happens to your day?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be universal. Not many of us just go, oh, well, and move on. Right.
No, it catches me off guard, because usually when something goes wrong, I'm not anticipating it or looking for that. So quite often it catches me off guard. And when I get caught off guard, I go into that fight, flight, or freeze motion.
Yeah,
right?
that Jen's always telling us about, right? And the
what am I going to do?
the flip your top, and the prefrontal cortex goes offline. That's right. And it's all emotions. Yes.
Oh, yeah. And whatever those emotions are, it really is dependent on what is going wrong, which emotions show up, right?
Yeah.
So,
but it is emotional.
It is emotional. Yeah. Because we want everything to be smooth. We want it to be pretty. We want it to
nice when it is.
I'm making a dinner for a friend who fell and broke her arm, just a fluke fall, tripped off of the sidewalk, broke her arm up here. And then both of her feet, seriously, she doesn't even know how this happened. Just one of those things. And so she's not really good at receiving help. So I'm making a meal for them. And because I'm working, I thought, I'll just do Rhodes rolls where you defrost them. Well, they're not raising, right?
Well, yeah.
So there's that. So there's something that's going wrong, and what am I going to do about it? And,
for me, my first, when something starts to go wrong, is to move into that persecuted victim space.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to, with the solar tubes, I'm going to have it raining in 6 different places in my house. The ceiling's going to be wrecked. We're going to have to start all over again. And who's to say if he's even going to honor it?
Right.
That persecuted victim. But when you start practicing, especially when you start practicing the creator-based way, sometimes when it first starts happening, you can move into a challenged creator space and opt in for, this is an opportunity, right? This is a way to choose a more authentic story for something that really is happening. For me, my roofer's a really good man. And so I didn't doubt that he was going to come out and do good by us. But there was that snap moment that I had that conflict. And we know judgment is the root of conflict. So let's just do a little bit of pretend. I love pretend. Don't you love pretend?
Ew.
When I was a little girl, I used to love to play dress up and Barbies, and we would play doctor and hospital all the time in our cardboard boxes that we turned into hospitals. Really fun. So we're going to do this. Let's pretend we go to anthropology and we're trying on clothes.
Love anthropology.
Yes, it's one of my favorites. I love anthropology. Yes. And so we're just going to run some scenarios that might pertain to judgment and conflict. Okay. So how about this one? We go in, the sales clerk is adorable. She's really helpful, and we can find clothes in our size, and some of them are even on sale. So good, right? Like really? A dream come true.
Yeah. Yep.
You got the 50% markdown rack. It's great. Okay, let's go back. And I've had this happen to me before, especially when I was a much larger size. You go in and they look at you and they're not helpful and they're kind of snotty because they already decided they don't have clothes in your size. That is a really hard place to be. They don't have clothes in my size, and it doesn't matter what they cost. Something really went wrong for me when that happened. But the choice is, am I going to move into judgment and conflict, or am I going to be a creator about it? So have you ever had an experience like that? It's pretty tricky.
Yeah, where you've been judged as soon as you walk in, maybe I don't have enough.
Judged by your appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It was
where
kind
they actually can say, we don't have your size here.
Yeah. Mine was, we decided to go viewing yachts.
Fun.
I wasn't dressed for it.
Yeah, well, and so they did the size
there
you
was
up.
Judgment. There was judgment.
The judging, right? And so for me, it took a while to work through the thing with the store. It wasn't Anthropology, by the way, it was a different store, but to work through the thing. And I had to try on a bunch of new ideas because my value was not tied up in my size, right? My value is innate. But that judgment caused me judgment towards her. And there was some real conflict.
Oh, yeah.
How does conflict impact receiving?
Oh, man. It's hard to receive when you're in conflict. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like this block.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it just like blocks it. So we're going to use something I like to call thought alchemy. So this isn't black, that magic voodoo alchemy. Okay. This is put the different chemicals together and it transforms into gold alchemy.
Okay.
So to convert the conflict into open receiving. So let's just try a new thought on the alchemy. Okay. Then this is the idea. What if I am exactly who I'm supposed to be? And what if I'm just right now? What if can you see yourself standing in Anthropology or standing at the yacht place? What if who I am is exactly who I'm supposed to be? And if I'm just right now? I love to bring that thought to a long to-do list because I get like pushed out of myself. I'm working so hard to get all the to-dos done. So if when I'm looking at that really long to-do list, who I am is exactly who I'm supposed to be. And I'm just right now. What if nothing has gone wrong here and I'm right where I'm supposed to be? When I look at my to-do list, I'm like, if nothing has gone wrong here and I'm right where I'm supposed to be, I feel ease and I feel comfortable and I don't feel conflict and I don't feel judgment.
Right.
Yeah. This is my favorite phrase. Nothing has gone wrong here. What if I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now? This is exactly how it's supposed to go. You may end up with a little bit of conflict there, trying to get your head to work around that. Have you ever tried that?
I have, and it's really hard.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, no, it's really hard because my thought process is I want it better and I want it now. And this isn't good and it's uncomfortable and it sucks. And no, it's not. It's not okay, right? That's my words. It's not okay. And then I'll be like, no, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. No, you're such a liar. No, it's not. No, quit lying to yourself. Yeah.
Okay. So where do you go from there?
So then, I think
because I know you well enough to know you don't stay in that space.
I don't stay in that space, but that is really, I have that internal struggle often. So for me, moving out of that space, it's okay. Well, what if, what if it was, what am I supposed to learn from this? That's where I go.
Are you willing to consider that it might be?
I have. Yeah. And mine is all about, okay, if there's something that I'm supposed to learn here, then I'm okay with that. But if it's just sucky because it's sucky, then forget it. There's a way out. I got to make right.
Like, I don't like that salesperson, so we're just leaving.
Right. yeah, just, yeah. But now what can I learn here? So maybe, looking at that salesperson and saying, gosh, I wonder what has gone wrong in their day. Or I wonder that's oftentimes I'm not great at it, but when you do get treated rudely or discounted, I have a really hard time when people discount me. It's almost like, do you know who I am? Do you really know? Like, do you know what I do? Like,
Yes,
so
darling, I do.
right. And then and then I get this but leaning back or leaning into that and saying, what, there's a deeper something that's going on here.
Yes.
Help me
Yes, what's coming out is a reflection of something that's deeper inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And
that curiosity, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes you'll get that impression to say, gosh, you must be having a hard day, or is everything
That sounds
okay?
really hard.
Yeah. And then there's just sometimes when you're just like, it's best to just walk out, right? Walk out the store.
Yeah, we're just not going to do this right now. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. The curiosity. And what do I have? What do I have to learn here? And help me, just turning to God and saying, help me learn this, because this is really hard. I've talked about my mom's husband, and I'm trying to be grateful. I'm working at saying, okay, he's here to teach me a lesson, his being the challenging person that he is. What can I learn?
Yeah. Well, and that's my next step when I think nothing has gone wrong here. Nothing has gone wrong here allows me to take a breath and look at it. And then, like, exactly the same thing you said, what can I learn? This is unpleasant. Own it. It's unpleasant. It's not nice. It's yucky. But what can I learn? Yeah. Because I know I'm precisely where I'm supposed to be to learn what I came here to learn. And so
I think I can say there's a purpose in this. I don't think
I like that. There's a purpose in this.
I don't think I'm to that spot where I can say nothing has gone wrong. I'm just like,
but there's a purpose in this. That's a great step.
Yeah, there's purpose in this. Yeah.
That's awesome. And it goes from there's purpose in this to what can I learn? Yeah. And then maybe into curiosity at that point, and being open to some kind of inspiration.
Yeah.
And then does that dissolve conflict? Does that dissolve it for you?
Yeah. Yeah. I need purpose. I will do something, and I will be an advocate, and I will jump on board if I see purpose in it.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I've got to have purpose, though.
Yeah. I love it. So today we have two completely different ways to look at it and work it. I love that.
Yeah.
But let's go back to Brené Brown, because we know our goal is to judge less and love more, so that we create that alchemy of loving thoughts in place of the conflict. But again, until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. I just find that such a deep, deep thought, a way to keep ourselves from inviting judgment. I don't know.
Yeah.
Got any other wise thoughts for us today?
I just think of my grandmother who had polio from the time she was young, and she welcomed people, to receive. She welcomed receiving. She was like the best gift receiver like I've ever known in my life. She and my son Tyler, they are both like, they receive gifts, and it could be a fingernail file, and it would be like, oh my gosh, this is like so amazing. I love it. It's so wonderful. And maybe it's a gift of service. She was always just so genuinely grateful for receiving. And in return, she was a great giver. Like she, not just in gifts, but her gift of listening and her gift of making something for, I really learned that from she and my mom. You know, if somebody is sick or needs something, will you take them a plate of cookies, or you take them a meal, or you do this? You know, it was just that generosity, and she gave with all of her heart. And my son Tyler is the same way. He gives with his whole heart, but he receives with his whole heart too.
That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is the key? What was the reason for your grandmother's success and for Tyler's success to be able to receive so well?
Gratitude, just gratitude for everything, the tiniest little thing, you know, just
even the nail file.
Yeah. Finding gratitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gratitude and appreciation.
So what's the purpose in this? You know, I can go to, what can I find to be grateful for in this moment, and going to gratitude, and then moving that, because maybe that's part of the purpose, is teaching me gratitude.
I could totally see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's where miracles begin, is in gratitude.
For sure. And receiving. Yeah.
You're so wise. So good. So good.
I had to thank you for talking me through it. Thank you for coaching me through it.
No, I really wanted to understand, because to have such a strong feeling, I knew there was something really important there. And it's just another way to look at it.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Yeah. Judge less, love more. That's it. That's really the key. And with your grandmother, she sounds like she was incredibly loving and not real judgmental.
No.
Yeah. Judge less, love more.
Yeah.
So coming up this week, we have some really fun things happening. And I wish Jen were here to talk to us about her inner imagery class on Saturday, but we're going to work backwards. So this coming Saturday, we have our workshop, our monthly workshop for the Jumpstart Your Life series. And she's teaching us an inner imagery class on receiving. So if you might have had a little bit of struggle with this conversation today about receiving without judgment means giving without judgment means I just don't know how to do that, come to the Jumpstart class. And Jen she is so gifted, and it will be really, really helpful. It's free for the girls in the 50/50 Girl Club. It's at 9:00 Central on our regular Zoom link. You'll find it right at the top of the Facebook page. And just, you don't even have to get dressed if you don't want to. Come in your pajamas, bring your nice warm drink. I hear it's actually cool in some parts of the country, not in Texas, but the rest of the world. And so just come and enjoy the morning and learn. So that's Saturday. It's going to be great. Then Thursday, we have coach training.
So if you're listening to the podcast and you're thinking, I want part of this, just go to cmhcoaching.com and sign up for the 50/50 Girl page.
Absolutely.
Just do it. Yeah. So I had to get that in, because I can imagine we have listeners out there going, what? I want to do that. That sounds amazing.
It's so good. Well, and it's always, we save them and we keep them on the Facebook page. So the podcast is on a 2 to 3 week delay. So by the time you hear this on the podcast, Jumpstart's already happened. But if you sign up for 50/50 and just make a join request, we'll get you in, we'll get your subscription started. Then you will not only have that Jumpstart workshop on inner imagery and receiving, but you'll have all the Jumpstarts up to that date, because we save them all on that page. So it is a really great perk. It is a beautiful place to be. Thursday, we start a new month on coach training. If y'all don't know, we love our coaches and we grow them right here at home. And so this month, we're also talking about blessings of the harvest, and we're going to meet on Thursday. Wednesday, we have book club. And Trey Vega, that's Jaycine's baby. Tell us all about it.
Yeah. So now I have to remember.
What's your book? I remember it was The Power of Stillness, because we're doing the Power of Stillness for coach training this month.
Yes. No, it was. And let me bring up, I got to find it. Sorry, you guys.
No, it's okay. Let me talk about Coaching Clear while you find
Yes,
that.
you, please.
Yes. So tomorrow we're doing Coaching Clear at 1:30 Central. We have a really good sized group in there, and the girls all come together and we talk a little bit about a coaching principle. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is related to what we're talking about today.
Mhm.
Something applicable, something you can use when you're triggered or activated in some way that can bring you back to peace. We talk about that for a few minutes. You get a coaching principle, and then we talk amongst ourselves about what it is we would really like to have happen in our lives, but aren't really sure it could. From there, we do some emotional clearing. It's a meditation that we join together. And in prayerful meditation, it's an individual thing. Everybody's just quiet, and I lead the group through a meditation there. And we do the releasing for any emotional baggage that may have come up. And then we spend the last few minutes writing and talking about what we want from the coming week. It is an incredibly supportive and cathartic experience. That's Coaching Clear. All of these things are available on the website, cmhcoaching.com. It's all on the homepage. I made the little links all different colors, so it's really fun to look at. And you just click the link and you can find out more about any of them. So Wednesday, the next day, Trey Vega Book Club, we're starting a new book.
We are. It's called The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna.
Oh,
Yes. And so it's a story, and it takes place in World War II in France, with an 18-year-old girl who is looking for her purpose in life. And so anyway, my sister's
and how perfect for life purpose.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fiction. It sounds like it'll be just a really nice read.
It will.
It's not going to make me cry, is it?
I don't know. I didn't ask her.
It
might. It might.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not hard to make me cry. So there you go. But it's going to be a great week, and especially exciting that we're doing the Jumpstart on Saturday morning. So y'all be there because it's going to be amazing. And we'll be back next week with Creator Based Weekly again, living and creating your best life. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
I can choose to be happy, choose to be free, moment by moment. It's all up to me, 'cause what I think about, I bring about. That's the way it is, and there is no doubt. Day by day, I pave the way with every little thought I think.
Hey, thanks for joining us today in A Creator-Based Life. I hope you felt that compassion, mindfulness, and hope you came seeking today. You can find more of it at cmhcoaching.com or on linktree/cmhcoaching. Of course, any social media outlet, we're there too. Because you felt the benefit and light in this message, please invite those you care deeply about to join us. Help us to create a ripple effect across the globe of compassion, mindfulness, and hope. Then we can create a creator-based life together. Have a great week, y'all. We'll talk to you soon.
Cause what I think about, I bring about. That's the way it is, and there is no doubt. Day by day, I pave the way with every little thought I think. Day by day, I pave the way with every little thought I